We needed a system that could really handle what we had as the current workflow, but we were also interested in something that could scale up with the integration of multiple technologies, specifically AMRs, and we wanted a platform that we could really orchestrate everything in one central software as opposed to having all these little nibs everywhere of technology and then just integrating it all in a custom solution that was a recipe for disaster. Having Onomatic listed as one of the 10 really provided credibility and ensured that we were dealing also with serious people, not just people that we had affinity with. And when we really got into deeper conversations with the competition, we saw that your product was cheaper, everything was cleaner. At first, we were taken aback because we were like, well, how come these guys in Montreal are doing it better than everyone and at a less expensive price tag? In my IT department, people were taken aback, maybe dubious that they'd be able to achieve it, but case closed has been the case.
All right.
We really saw our pain points as the forklift drivers needing to make decisions. And ultimately, we don't pay them to make decisions, we pay them to move pallets. And the issue that we saw was that we assigned these forklift drivers to a specific sector, and then they just stayed there and they moved with empty forks all the time. And by having an orchestration really handling all the mission assignment, then we were able to avoid traffic, we were able to maximize proximity within each tasks, and we were able to combine tasks together to make all movement from A to B really seamless and efficient. The key point that we achieved with this project is that we really transform our operations to be able to take in technology. So manufacturing is not the ideal environment compared to, say, a distribution center where everything is clean, everything's a finished good. It's not the ideal environment for automation, but with this integration and with this orchestration, it now becomes possible. Otherwise, AMRs, AGVs, conveyors, you name it, integrating all of that together, making sure that we're efficient while we do it is such an issue that the ROI is not even foreseeable. We identified that just within this technology of orchestrating, we're achieving a better ROI than we would in having robots running around with no orchestration. So, I mean, it's a good lesson learned for anyone wanting to go into automation and not to try to do the same things that they do with conventional means, but really changing the way that they use their means before going into robots or whatever. It's for sure less shiny or less attractive, but ultimately we're all in here to create value and make money, and sometimes just improving on communication and orchestration is the key. The first piece is really the access to key people at Onomatic. Their dedication was really unheard of to me because, I mean, you'd expect to get like a project manager, then you have access to a developer. So you deal with all these people and you sort of get a product at the end that's not exactly what you expected maybe. But in this case, you really get people that are invested in the process, but also in the product. They believe in it and they make us believe in it. And when it's so easy, it's sort of worrisome that you got access to these people that are so great and they just achieve everything in record time. The last 2 weeks have been incredible in terms of deployment and development as well. But when you're working from a good product, it's easy to configure to our specification. I'd say that ultimately it doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to work well to profit off technology. And yours specifically, I believe, is a very disruptive stepping stone in the automation field. And then it just propels any robot manufacturer to just come in and integrate with your software. We can then load trucks with automation as opposed to having forklift drivers, or then we have conveyors as opposed to people manually putting cases on a pallet, you know? So I think the possibilities are endless, and specifically when it doesn't cost much, then it's the perfect stepping stone to start making money right away with technology in automation.